When it comes to the world of PvP multiplayer FPS games, the first one that comes to our mind is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or what we shortly call CSGO. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is one of the most popular and loved online multiplayer game for PC, with millions of active players around the world. It probably is one of the most played PC games of all time. And that is the reason why game developers from all around the world are trying to come up with similar games for Android, as the number of Android gamers has significantly increased over the last few years, with games like PUBG and Fortnite filling up the Android market. In this guide, however, we are going to take a look at top 5 games that are inspired by CSGO for Android devices. But before we actually do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any updates from Fandicted. Alright, so starting off with our list, at number 1 we have Standoff 2. Standoff 2 has done a very impressive job at making a game that looks and feels just like the original CSGO. The game features many elements from the original game, but the best part about this game is the graphics quality and the gameplay. Standoff 2, just like the original game, features different maps inspired by CSGO with attention to every detail, and it also offers a tons of arsenal to choose from. And as for the controls, Standoff 2 has done a very good job by keeping the UI as simple as possible and also keeping a sense of familiarity to make things even more easier for the players, which makes it so much more interesting. With that said, let's move on to number 2 on our list. Critical Strike by Vertigo Games comes at number 2 in our list, but that doesn't make it any less good than our first game. Critical Strike is another CSGO inspired FPS game, and if we talk about the graphics, Critical Strike has done a very fine job, especially considering that it's an Android game where game performance and size play a very important role. Critical Strike also uses the same simple UI element that we can see in our original game, which plays to its favor, of course. And on top of that, the game offers variety of game modes that you can play and even a custom game mode that you can customize according to your own rules. Pretty dope, right? Which takes us to the number 3 in our list, which is Critical Ops. Critical Ops by Critical Force Limited is another stunning PvP FPS game for Android that is not completely inspired by CSGO, but however features many of the in-game elements that are surely inspired by the original game, be it stunning visuals, variety of maps, fun to play game modes, and easy controls. And to make things even more better for the new players, they have this fair to play concept which especially lets the new players stand an equal chance against high level players. And just like CSGO, it also includes the Bomb Defuse game mode, which is kind of like everyone's favorite, and a lot of other game modes to choose from. And that takes to our number 4 in our list, which is Modern Strike Online. As the game suggests, Modern Strike Online by Azure Interactive Games is another one of CSGO inspired PvP FPS games which tips the scale into its favor by adding a modern touch to the overall visual of the game. Modern Strike, just like CSGO, offers a variety of game modes from Bomb Defuse to Team Deathmatch, but the best part about this game is that it offers 14 stunning maps to play in and high quality visuals. The only downside we could think of based on the players' feedback is actually getting into the game, with high level players having the upper hand, but you'll have to see for yourself as the game developers claim to have a fair play system in place. With that, let's move on to last but not the least, Forward Assault. Forward Assault comes at number 5 in our list, but it stands as an equal competitor as the rest of the game. Forward Assault by Blaze Games is another stunning FPS game inspired by the classic CSGO. Forward Assault comes with some high quality maps which are also inspired by the original game, offering the classic terrorist versus counter-terrorist matches. It also offers a variety of guns from long-range snipers to short-range knives. The only downside we could think of is probably the lack of game modes, as the players might easily get bored with the same type of gameplay style, but that totally depends on your choice. And with that said, we have reached the end of our video. I hope this short guide will help you find the perfect CSGO alternative. Thanks so much for watching. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.